Alone, Part 5. Minutes I needed to remember who I was. I reached into my breast pocket and pulled out a crumpled photograph. It was damp from sweat, the edges curling, the ink slightly smudged. Lena, her smile was faded. But I could still see it, could still feel it in the pit of my stomach. She had been the reason I left. The reason I thought I could survive this. I traced the outline of her face with my thumb. Did she still think of me? Had she moved on? The war had a way of making time stretch and twist until everything back home felt like a distant dream. I tucked the photo away and swallowed down the knot in my throat. Survive first, wonder later. With effort, I pulled myself upright, testing my balance. My wounds still ached, but I could move. That was enough. I slung the rifle over my shoulder and started walking, weaving through the trees like a shadow. The jungle had closed in again, narrowing, pressing in from all sides. It made me feel like I was walking through a throat being swallowed whole. My boots crushed wet leaves, mud sucking at my heels. Every step felt like a gamble. Then I saw them. 2 soldiers crouched by a fire, at least 5 meters away. Their voices were low, murmuring in a language I had learned to fear. One took a swig from a flask. The other chuckled, relaxed, careless. They didn't know I was there, but I knew they had to die. I moved like a shadow, slow, deliberate. The jungle had a way of suffocating sound, but even the smallest noise could betray me. My heart pounded against my bones, not from fear, not any more from certainty. This was happening. I was happening. The first soldier took another swig from the flask, his back to me. The second, the one with the cigarette, exhaled a plume of smoke, shaking his head at something the first one said. They looked at ease, comfortable, like we had before the trap. The memory hit like a bullet captain laughing at a joke, flicking his lighter open and closed, the orange glow catching on his face. The next second, his face was gone. Just gone. I dropped him. He hit the dirt with a dull thud. The first soldier turned, zipping up, frowning too slow. I raised the rifle, no time to aim. I fired. The shot cracked through the jungle. The man stumbled back, clutching his gut, eyes wide with shock. He tried to speak, but only a wet gurgle came out as blood bubbled from his lips. His knees buckled. He collapsed. Silence. Just the sound of my own breathing. I swallowed, wiping my bloody hands on my pants. They shook. My whole body did, but Elle was still here. I crouched over the first body, searching for supplies, cigarettes, some extra rounds, a dull knife. Nothing useful in the long run,